Hey, cheers from Ed over at Antique Toys. I thought I would just share a couple of toys that I personally own, personally enjoy, and some reasoning, just to get a feel for what one of the guys that collects toys, quote unquote, for a living likes, and well, sharing time. So stay tuned for more. Cheers from Ed over at Antique Toys. Okay, well, it is a Packard. This is a great place to start in terms of my collection. I personally like cast iron. I personally like craftsmanship and detail. And while this looks like a Hubley, it is actually a Larry Seiber toy. And what Larry Seiber ended up doing is he did a custom town car style with the open cockpit with opening doors Packard. And I just happen to like the quote unquote original Hubley so much that this represents kind of a toy that was never made, and so therefore a variation that's much closer to what I'd call an original. It's a fold down rack, which the kids' toy never did. I went ahead and put a nice little Marks trunk in there. Has a Landau top piping, that's done out of stainless steel wire. Good looking driver. Side mounts. If I opened that would reveal a Packard, gosh, I guess it's Packard 8 most likely. Okay, the next toy I just ended up picking up from my friend Jeannie. Jeannie at Bertoya. This was a Dick Ford collection, and the toy is a Dent dump truck. Doesn't look like much, but it's a very difficult toy to find, and I'm guessing because it was a dirt pile toy, a outside toy, a dump truck, so kids would always use it. I would imagine they used to brake right here, brake right here, brake at the pivots. Our example appears to have the right Dent driver in it even, which is pretty amazing. And the rivet pattern is wonderful. The casting detail, quite nice. So this represents an area of my interest, early truck iron, and very well made. The next is just a funzie. It is fun because it's ridiculously mechanical. It has a cam on the bottom, and as far as the maker goes, I'm not ultra familiar with this make. Some have suggested it's French, but it could be generic. I just don't know at this point. We've got a good looking J.E. Stevens boy on mule, and the boy, I guess you could say whips, or you could just say goes ahead and encourages the mule to go quicker. And actually it'd be more appropriately a Ponywheel cart, circa 1905. And it is probably the number 93 based on some research I did earlier. Good looking Stevens Hart type wheels. Next, a really big oddball. This is it's very large, the largest A.C. Williams Lincoln, but it's not. It's a Lincoln that's been commissioned for restoration by Tom Sehloff. Tom went ahead and put a Barclay lady in the back, and then Tom did what was never done, which was side-mounted spares. Quite cool. Tom put a 1924 plate on it, and then the paintwork on it is all Tom Sehloff special. The original car was completely without paint, and Tom was kind enough to make it one of his originals at the same time as bring it back to glory. Heck, he even signed it for me, 2021. So thank you, Tom. Another interesting toy is Chevy. It is a top-up open touring, no pillars. This was considered a soft top. And the open touring by Chevy got a bow tie. And the open touring got a spare with a bow tie stamp, and I apologize if it's tough to see. So there's the bow tie. Next up in my personal collection at the moment, and I don't keep too many toys, and I usually don't pick something up from current events, but I just happen to handle this Chrysler Airflow, probably designed by Kosuge, circa about 33, 34, and it's got nickel-plated spare, highly detailed toy-like wheels, and amazing grille. I suspect it was a professional restoration by Joe Freeman. Great looking Chrysler Airflow. So bottom line, if you're into interesting iron, interesting tin toys, high quality Japanese toys, like this Tucker, which I forgot to mention, let us know. Automotive is one of our specialties, along with robots. And I'd love to see your toys, your collection. I'd love to share. So email me, Ed, toys@AntiqueToys.com. Have a great afternoon, morning, or day. Cheers from Ed.